morning, students. Today also we will be starting off with chapter 7, that is drainage. So we'll be discussing about some of the end parts and topics of this chapter. Okay, so we will continue with the river system, okay, of the Himalayan rivers. Okay, so last class we were discussing about the Gangas, we were discussing about the Indus system. Today we will be starting off with the Brahmaputra system. So as we have discussed, we will be starting with the Brahmaputra river system. Okay, so Brahmaputra, it is a river, okay, which originates from the Tibetan region and it flows all through the Chinese region, and then it turns towards Arunachal Pradesh, later flowing into greater parts of Assam and later draining it in the Bay of Bengal. Okay, so in the Sanskrit word, Brahmaputra can be termed as the son of Brahma. Okay, the river Brahmaputra can be called as the son of Brahma, and in the Tibetan region, it is called as Yarlung Zangpo. Clear? Yarlung Zangpo is one of the longest river in Tibet. Brahmaputra river, okay, has different names in different location. Okay, so Yarlung Zangpo is the name which is given at the initial stage in Tibetan area, okay, and it is considered as one of the longest river in Tibet. Okay, so the Brahmaputra river has its origin, okay, in the Tibetan region, okay, at a place where there is the Himalayan glaciers. Okay, the glacier is called as the Chamayundong Glacier. So you can just see it originates from the Tibetan region, okay, in the slopes of the Himalayas, where the Chamayundong Glacier supplies water to the river Brahmaputra. Okay, and it is about 97 kilometers southeast of Mapang Yangnyo, okay, or it is also called as Mapang. Okay, lake, it is a lake which is located near southwestern Tibet. Okay, so the river covers, okay, the river flows for nearly around 1126 kilometers in an easterly direction. Okay, easterly direction means it flows towards parts of China. Okay, later on again it changes its direction, okay, and it is also known as Zangpo, okay, the water purifier. Okay, it is called as Zangpo as well, so it is known as the purifier. Okay, so when after it crosses China, it takes another turn. Now it reaches parts of Arunachal Pradesh. Clear? So in Arunachal Pradesh, the river Brahmaputra is known by the name as Dihang. Okay, it is known by the name as Dihang, and after reaching Dihang, okay, it flows for another 800 kilometers in this direction, later on turning this direction to south again, going through Bangladesh. Okay, and so what happens here is the river Brahmaputra flows all throughout the Tibetan region, reaches through the Chinese region, and then it takes a U-turn, okay, and it flows to Arunachal Pradesh, which is known as the Dihang River, okay, and later when it reaches Assam, it is known as the river Brahmaputra. Later, after flowing for around 800 kilometers in and around Assam, what happens is it takes a turn again towards the south, towards the southern areas, okay, and it reaches Bangladesh, joining with river Ganga, and then later joining it to the Bay of Bengal. Next, we will be discussing about Peninsula Rivers. Okay, Peninsula Rivers are nothing but they do not flow all throughout the year. Okay, they flow only during seasonal times when there is rainfall, and they also are in a very low-lying area, because of which there is less depositional activities going on there. Okay, so these Peninsula Rivers, okay, are the Narmada River, Tapi River, okay, we also have the Gudavari River, the Krishna River, Kaveri River, and Mahanadi River. So we will be discussing about it one by one. Okay, so starting with the Narmada Basin. Okay, the river Narmada, okay, has its source near the Amarkantak, in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, you could see that. Okay, if you look into the map, okay, Amarkanta, okay, in Madhya Pradesh, okay, it is the area where the river starts or where the river begins. Okay, and it has a distance of about 1,300 kilometers, and large portion of the river is located in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, and half of it is located in Gujarat. Okay, and later on flowing through Gujarat region, and it drains into the Arabian Sea. Next, okay, when the river Narmada flows through a region in Jabalpur. Jabalpur is an area in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, so when river Narmada flows through the Jabalpur region, what happens is it creates marble rocks, magnificent marble rocks. You can see in the picture, this is river Narmada, okay, with its flow. Okay, with its flow, it has carved out, okay, it has carved out these marble rocks, okay, which has a very spectacular view of it. Okay, also, okay, the river Narmada gives out a beautiful fall which is called as Daudar Fall, okay, which can be seen in the picture. So river Narmada plays a very important role in these regions as well. Okay, next we will be talking about the Kaveri Basin. Okay, the Kaveri, okay, has its source in the Brahmagiri range, okay, of the Western Ghats. So it starts from the Brahmagiri range in the Western Ghats. So it originates from this region. Okay, it originates from this region. Okay, and this Kaveri River drains out to the Bay of Bengal. Okay, it flows for about 800 kilometers starting from the Brahmagiri range, okay, of Western Ghats, okay, and it flows all the way 800 kilometers, finally draining it to the Bay of Bengal. Okay, it ends at a place called as Kaveri Patnam. Okay, so it will be here at Kaveri Patnam, and this river shares its boundaries with Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and Kerala. Okay, so this river passes through three important states. Okay, and it plays a very important role in these three states because it provides water to these three particular states. Next, we have the river basin Krishna. Okay, the river Krishna. Okay, it also originates, okay, near a spring called as Mabaleshwar. Okay, Mabaleshwar you can just see in the region, okay, in the region of Maharashtra. Okay, it originates from here, the river Krishna. Okay, and the river reaches the Bay of Bengal for flowing after, okay, after flowing of about, okay, 1,400 kilometers, and it is considered as the second longest peninsular river in India. Okay, the first place is occupied by river Gudavari, okay, which flows for about 1,500 kilometers. Okay, so its tributaries you can see here in this picture, all of these are the tributaries of river Krishna. Okay, some of which are mentioned in your textbook include Bhima, okay, Bhima, as well as Musi, okay, as well as Gadbatra, okay, which are not mentioned here. Okay, Gadprabha, Konya, and Tundra Batra. Okay, these are the river basins of the river Krishna. Okay, and its basin drains in parts of Maharashtra. Okay, you can see the river flowing through Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka as well. Okay, later draining to the Bay of Bengal. Next, we have Gudavari River or Gudavari Basin. Okay, you can see this area. Okay, you can see this area, the blue lining marked there. These are the these are known as River Gudavari. Okay, and it originates in Nasik. That is a place in Maharashtra. It originates in Nasik. Okay, and it flows for about 1,500 kilometers, and it is known as one of the longest peninsular river in India. Okay, it is known as one of the longest peninsular river which is located in India, and it drains to cities like Maharashtra, okay, states like Maharashtra, not cities, okay, like Maharashtra, and then it flows through Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, and Andhra Pradesh, and it finally drains to the Bay of Bengal. Okay, some of its tributaries are, as mentioned in your textbook, you have Vridha. Okay, Vritha, as well as you have Vridha Ganga and Dakshin Ganga. Okay, these are the tributaries. Okay, these are the tributaries of River Godavari. Okay, and you can also find, okay, tributaries such as Purna, okay, Purna, Warda, Pranhita, Manjra, Waiganga, Penganga. Okay, the last of these three are the largest tributaries. Okay, the last three are the largest tributaries which you can find in the River Godavari. These are the tributaries of River Godavari. Okay, next we moved on to the Mahanadi Basin. Okay, if you look, Mahanadi is here. Okay, so Mahanadi rises in Chhattisgarh. Okay, and Mahanadi flows through Odisha, the region of Odisha, and drains to the Bay of Bengal. It covers an area of around 885 kilometers. Okay, and its basins are located in Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Odisha, and even in Maharashtra as well. Okay, so these are the Mahanadi Basin. Next we have the Tapi Basin. Okay, so this is the last river in the Peninsula region, that is the Tapi Basin. So we can see that it is somehow around the area, okay, of Madhya Pradesh. Okay, so here we can see the river originating here, okay, in Madhya Pradesh. So it has a source, okay. Its main source is in Bitul, okay, that is in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, Tapi flows through parallel to Narmada. Okay, Narmada River is somewhere here, okay, and Tapi is here. Okay, so we can see that it flows parallel with River Narmada. Okay, it has a basin which includes part of Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, and Maharashtra. Okay, this Tapi River covers three states, that is Maharashtra, Gujarat, and Madhya Pradesh. Okay, and other than this, okay, there are also small river basin also in the Peninsula region. This includes Mahi, Pinner, and Subar Nareka. These are the smaller peninsular rivers which are found in the region as well. Okay, so next we move on to the topic called as seas. Okay, seas are nothing but it is related with the ocean. Okay, we have big oceans, but when the ocean somehow reaches to a landform or near to a landform, okay, the water quantity is not the same. Okay, it reduces, okay, in this area, so it is called as sea. Okay, in general, you can say, you refer your textbook, the word sea also means the ocean water in general, but in particular, small bodies of water in the ocean are called as sea. Okay, so mostly in the harbor areas, mostly in the beach areas, you can see the water residing. Okay, it's not as much as the center of the ocean, so when it declines, it is called as the sea. Okay, so in India we have the Arabian Sea, as well as we have the on the east side we have the Bay of Bengal Sea. Okay, so these are the seas of India. Next we have lakes and inland drainages. Okay, lake is nothing but it's a large area of water that is surrounded by land. Okay, so when we talk about lakes, okay, I'm sure you have seen some of the lakes which is located in and around. Okay, lakes are nothing but it is covered, okay, all around, okay, 360-degree it is covered by land, okay, and you can see large water holdings in the middle of the area. Okay, so in India we do not have much, we do not have a large quantity of lakes. Okay, we have only some few accountable lakes. We have lakes such as the Walur Lake, which is located in Jammu and Kashmir, as well as we have the Dal Lake, we have Nainital Lake, the Loktak Lake, which is located in northeast, especially which is located in Manipur. Okay, and we have the Barapani Lake, which is located in Shillong, Meghalaya. Okay, and also we have different kind of lakes such as the Sambar Lake, which is found in Rajasthan. You have the Chilka Lake, which is found in Odisha. Okay, Pulikat Lake, which is found in Tamil Nadu, and Kilur Lake, which is located in Andhra Pradesh. Okay, so these are the lakes which are located in India. You might be wondering what are inland drainages. Okay, inland drainages are nothing but, okay, rivers, okay, that flow all throughout this course, but it do not, okay, they do not drain into the sea, rather into the ocean. Okay, rather they drain themselves, okay, into a lake or a sea. It is called as inland drainage. So now we talk about rivers. Okay, rivers have been a very important source for all the civilization around the world since from the early age. Okay, rivers play as a channel for transporting goods. Okay, river plays a very important need for drinking water, okay, for the people living in this in the area, as well as for providing people with food such as fish, okay, as well as providing water for our food grains, okay, in order to produce electricity. Okay, river has been major source during the ancient times, okay, because people settled in the banks of the river because they were fertile for agriculture. It provided water for them, it provided food for them. Okay, so it plays a very important role from human from the early age till today. And also today we use water, okay, these rivers, for generating electricity, for building out large dams, okay, for storing water, for providing water to them, to the people, as well as generating electricity through this dam. Okay, so rivers have been a very important source since the early age till today, and so it is our right to protect and preserve these river channels and rivers as well. Okay, with this we come to the end of this chapter. Thank you and have a nice day.